Hey guys, it's Steven here and welcome back to another Chinese action camera review. And today I would say we have a look at another GoPro clone, let's say it like this. It's the Amkov 5000S, looks very similar to a GoPro Hero 3, almost same dimensions, so very similar. And well, I'm not sure how it's actually pronounced. It says here Amkov, so 2 dots over the O, so please don't count me on that. I think it's Amkov 5000S. And it's a very cheap action camera. So this one here retails for $68, I think, on various shops. You'll find a link down below in the description. So this is very, very cheap. Now, I'm still a huge fan of the Xiaomi Yicam, which can also do 2K recording right now. But yeah, this camera also looks quite good regarding the specs. And I would say, let's get directly started. Let's have a look at the box and let's check out a little bit the specs of this little action camera. Alright guys, so this part is quite boring, but as always, I want to cover it. Now, it comes with a display just like the GoPro. It's a monochrome LCD display, 3 digital, and it just shows you basically the battery lifetime, in which mode you're currently, how much time is left to record on your SD card, blah blah blah. So then it also comes with a 20 megapixel CMOS sensor. I'm not really sure about that. And also the chipset, it's the SunPlus 6630. I haven't heard about the chipset, but I'm not so familiar with action cameras. Now there are 4 different colors. So I've got the gold version, but there's also black version, red version and silver version. It supports Wi-Fi, so that's on board. The LCD, it's an TN LCD, but well, it works pretty well. Now image resolution, it goes from 20 megapixels down to 2 megapixels, and I think the sensor was also used in the SJ4000. Please don't count me on that, it's really hard to find any info on that. It supports different OSD languages. Video resolution, we have 3 modes. We have Full HD in 30 FPS, and we have 720p in 30 and 60 FPS. Then, yeah, the video compression format, it's H.264. So, it also features SD cards. It says here up to 32 gigabytes, but a 64 gigabyte SD card works perfectly nice. So I've used it with a 64 gigabyte SD card. It was absolutely no problem. But make sure you format it before you use it. I've used the one from my smartphone and it said SD cards couldn't be used or whatever, but then I formatted it and it worked perfectly nice. Alright, so it comes with a waterproof case. So with that case it's waterproof, but without that case it's definitely not waterproof, so don't even try it. The battery is quite huge, so you can check it out here. 1150 milliamp hours. It has a 170-degree HD wide-angle lens and 4 times digital zoom. Okay, the battery life, it's up to 150 minutes. Now from my testings it was around 2 hours real usage, which is really quite good. And you see also the battery capacity is a bit higher than other action cameras. The weight, it's 80 grams with batteries. We'll put it on the scale a bit later, and the GoPro Hero 3, just in comparison, I think it's 76 grams. And it comes with a lot of accessories, which you can also see right over here. Some waterproof case, then some mounting things, and also some, yeah, sticky pads and mounting pads. Okay, that's basically it. You can use it for a lot of stuff, like for, yeah, boating, for driving with your car as a dash camera, yeah, whatever you want to. And I would say let's get directly started and let's have a look at the accessories you can find inside of the box. Oh yeah, boys and girls, now here you can see what you might find inside of the box. I will now say might, because I think I mixed up some things with my other action camera. But yeah, I just checked out the pictures, so that should be inside of the box. Alright, first of all, the camera. We'll just have a look at the camera in a second, but here we have a waterproof case, as you can see. So very similar to the GoPro case, and basically it's completely waterproof, but there is no opening for the microphones and no membrane or whatever, and the sound really sounds quite isolated. We used it when we were mountain biking. That was a huge fail because the sound quality sounds terrible. That is why I will do a quick speech afterwards of the camera to check out the microphone. It comes with some kind of universal strap. I basically used it around my wrist when I was at the shooting range. Pretty cool thing. Basically you can just slide in here the action camera. It also comes with an open case, and yeah, it's just a plastic frame where you can put your camera in. I will just show you that in a second. It comes with a transition, so a 90-degree transition. Pretty useful, for instance, if you mount it on your bike. Then it comes with various sliders, so you can basically just slide that into your helm mount or whatever. And it also comes with those universal mounts, like you get some adhesive tape, so 3M stickers, where you can just tape those mounts to whatever surface you want to. For sure, also it comes with a tripod mount, and that's a pretty cool thing. So here we have the thread for a normal tripod thread, and it also comes with a USB cable to charge it. I'm not really sure if that USB cable was included or another one, because as I've said before, I mixed some things up, but that is basically what should be included all along with a charger. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, then now let me give you a closer look on the case, and then let's have a closer look at the camera. Now here comes the waterproof case, and basically it looks a lot like a GoPro case. And yeah, here we have the lens cover screwed on. Basically there's a seal inside, so this is really waterproof. Just make sure you close it correctly. Then here we have the buttons, they are also sealed. So here we have the mode button, here we have the Wi-Fi button, and at the top we have the power button. I can just open up the plastic lock here for you to show you that. It's a bit rough to open it up, but you can do it with your finger, and basically you can also detach that if you want to, so that comes off pretty easy. Then we can open here the case, and here you can see the door, which you can also remove, and basically there's a seal inside, so you could also replace that if you want to. And here's the inside. Now let's just quickly put in the camera so I can show you that, and boom, it's inside. As you can see, that metal pin is just pushing on the buttons of the camera, and just make sure you close it correctly and the seal really fits tight. And then you just close the plastic lock, and it sounds like it would break, but nope, it just snaps in, and there you go. So this is how the camera looks like in the waterproof case. But yeah, there is no opening for the microphone, so the sound will, the microphone will sound really isolated. And we did this when we have used the camera for mountain biking. It was a huge fail, because you actually just hear a lot of noise but no real sound. Alright, yeah, that's basically it. And now I would say I will quickly show you the open case. So let's get the camera out, and there we go. So if you don't mind that the camera gets wet, or if you're sure that the camera does not get wet because it's not waterproof, you could also use the open case, which I have right over here. So basically this is just a plastic frame which goes around your camera. And there we go. Let's put it in. Oh, I fail so hard currently. And yeah, basically you just push that together when it's in, and then you can just screw it down to a tripod mount or your helmet mount or whatever. And you see everything here is now open. You can still replace the battery, you can access the connectors, and also the buttons here are completely open. So this is just a plastic frame to, I don't know, just mount it, yeah, on the top of your helmet or whatever you want to. And here comes now the camera, so let's have a closer look at it. And yeah, that's the golden version. I think the golden version looks quite cool. It comes here with a Wi-Fi symbol and full HD symbol, and here we have the lens. So it's here on the left side of the camera, and it's a 170-degree HD wide-angle lens, and well, you will see the quality a bit later. We have here two LEDs, and we can also quickly turn it on. So basically to turn it on, you press that power or mode button here for a couple of seconds, and there we go. It's now powered on, and then you will see that the LED here lights constantly. It looks a bit orange now in the camera, but it actually lights up in red. Then here you can see the display, and the display basically shows you all the most important informations, like how much time is left to record. Then in the right bottom corner, the battery level, here if the SD card is detected, and at the top in which mode you're currently. So this is video mode. First of all, before you use it, you should always switch between the modes, because it does not somehow save the modes always. Currently we're here in full HD 30 FPS, then here 720p 30 FPS. If you press again, it's 720p 60 FPS. And this here is photo mode. So basically that button just changes here the modes, and if you press it longer, it shuts off the camera. So that's basically all you can do. And you can also tweak other things like white balance, color effects, and whatever you want to with the camera application from your smartphone when it's connected over Wi-Fi. I'll just show you that in a second. So you see it looks a little bit like a GoPro, but basically the edges, it looks a little bit different, so not 100% like a GoPro. Now here on the right side, you can see that we have here the Wi-Fi button. So basically if you press that, then you can see here's an LED. Okay, so you have to press it for a longer time. Okay, and now it lights up. That means Wi-Fi is activated, and you can now just install the camera app, so the AMK app on your smartphone, and then you can connect to the Wi-Fi of the camera. By default, you have to enter the default password. It's 12345678990. Alright, so on this side, actually, there is nothing left to check out. Then here we have the back side, so Amkov 5000. Actually, the difference between the 5000 and the 5000S, it's I think just the firmware, so they have improved it. So I would go with the 5000S. It says here 5000, but I think it's the 5000S. I'm absolutely not sure right now, but because they look actually the same, but I think the S label here is missing, but well, I'll know. Now here in the left bottom corner you can see there's an LED, so this also indicates that the battery is in a good standing. Then here on this side you can see that we have the HDMI out. So if you like quadcopters and FPV, you will probably need that. Here another LED which also indicates that the camera is on, and here we have a micro USB port to charge it or to connect it to the computer, and here the micro SD card bay, and in there we should have my 64GB SD card. So it also takes 64GB SD cards, and you don't have to worry, so it works pretty well. You just have to make sure you format it in the camera, and then you can actually use it. Alright, so at the top of the camera we have several holes. I guess that's a microphone, or at the bottom there's also a microphone. For sure it also comes with a speaker, so it beeps. And here we also have the shutter button, so basically it triggers video mode, or it captures a photo depending on in which mode you're currently. And another LED which then indicates that, yeah, the device is on and the battery in a good standing. Now here at the bottom we have some more holes, probably for a microphone or speaker. And yeah, that's basically it. And now I would say let's remove the back cover to check out the battery. And removing the back cover is not so easy, so basically you just slide it to the left and then you shake or somehow try to get that out. And if you have fingernails, for sure this is better. Probably shaking does the job. And well, you can see here the inside. It says here, please use high-speed memory card. That speed is faster than class 6. Alright, so probably most of the memory cards. And yeah, you can just take out the battery here like this, and you see already it's really huge. Here on the inside you can see the housing, and we have here the 3-pin battery connector. Alright, this is how it looks like. And now let's have a closer look at the battery. So the battery is replaceable, and yeah, it doesn't say here anything about the capacity, but here we can turn it around, and it says here rechargeable lithium-ion polymer battery pack, 3.7 volts, 1150 milliamp hours, which equals 4.26 watt hours if you multiply that. Alright, so that is looking good so far, and as I've said before, they say the battery lifetime is 150 minutes. I couldn't record really for 150 minutes, but 120 2 hours is definitely possible, because that battery is really huge, and it has no colored LCD display on the backside, so just a little TN display, which takes absolutely no power. And yeah, if you just use it for recording, if you don't switch Wi-Fi on, probably you have the full 150 minutes or something very close to that. Alright, so now let's check out the weight of the camera and the battery. Oh yeah, there we go. First of all, here comes the battery. And the battery weighs 25 grams. So this is looking good so far. So regarding the weight, that looks nice for the capacity. And here comes the camera, and it weighs 55 grams. So most people will now ask me, why the weight? Why do I need to check this out? Now, I would say it's actually quite important, because if you're into quadcopters, not every quadcopter can lift such a heavy camera. So there are also newer cameras like the GoPro Hero 4 Session, which is has a different form factor, and it's also more lightweight. So weight is also kind of important, and you see with the battery, it weighs around 80 grams, just as stated on the back side of the package. Oh yeah, now let me show you how to use the camera. Basically just make sure you have an SD card inside, then you press and hold the mode/power button, and then it should go on, blink, and the display's on. Now you choose your preferred mode, like 720p 30 FPS or 60 FPS or Full HD 30 FPS, and now you can press the shutter button, and then you will see it blinking, so that means it's recording. So all the LEDs are blinking, which shows you basically that the camera is recording, and you always see it from every different angle that it's recording. To stop it, just press the shutter again, and we can also go here to photo mode, and it should be actually here. So you can see I could take 10,000 photos until the SD is full. But let's capture one. You see it's blinking. That means it's capturing. Now when it's off, the photo is done. And when you press the shutter, so you see you can actually capture photos quite fast. But if you do it too fast, it somehow gets stuck. Alright, that's basically it. We'll now just continue on the smartphone to show you the advanced controls over Wi-Fi. To do that, we have to switch on Wi-Fi, and we can do it right over here. So here's a Wi-Fi button. You just press it and hold it a bit, and then it should switch on Wi-Fi. So this LED here should go on. Alright, I am too stupid for that, but yeah, I will just do it right now, connect to Wi-Fi, and then show you the camera application on the smartphone. Okay, so I'm now connected to the Wi-Fi of the camera. Basically, it opens up a Wi-Fi hotspot on the camera, and then you can connect with your device like tablet or smartphone. This is how the application looks like. Basically, you can find that in the Google Play Store. It's the AMK iCam app, and you just connect to the Wi-Fi, and then you open up that application, and there you go, it's connected. And as you can see, if I move my smartphone here, there's absolutely no lag between sending the video here, so streaming it to the smartphone. And that's pretty cool, because on the Xiaomi Yicam there was some huge delay, but here, yeah, it's pretty good. I'm currently using the Ulefone Paris because on my Galaxy S6 the app is crashing from time to time. It's really annoying. Then, well, let me show you all the functions here. So basically here you can see that you're connected, you can see the battery life, and here we have the automatic white balance, so you can see that it is activated. You can see, yeah, video, movie clip time, you can change that. It was set to 1 minute, that's pretty bad. I would set this to off. And the good thing is now that it does not split the video into parts. I didn't know that you can change it actually in here, but I've now found it out, and it was really annoying that I've got so many 1 minute parts, but here you can change it from 10 minutes up to off. Okay, here we have the resolution. So currently we're recording with HD 720p, and there are 60 FPS and 30 FPS, so 60 FPS for fast slow motion, and here full HD at 30 FPS, which is the maximum. So unfortunately there is no 60 FPS with full HD. Okay, you can start here the video, so basically now it's recording. And also when you're recording there's not a huge delay, so that's pretty cool. We have here digital zoom up to 4 times, and okay, I think we have to stop recording for it. And there we go, so now we can zoom in, as you can see. So this is 1.2 times, but we can also go all the way in here to 4 times, which is really, really a lot. And there we go. So yeah, for some reason you can't zoom out when you're recording. That's the only bad thing so far. So let's stop the recording and let's zoom out again. Kind of annoying, those buttons here. Okay, the recording button is also kind of small, so that could be a little bit better. I'm not so happy with that application, but yeah. Then at the right bottom corner, let me just zoom out before we do that, you can switch between camera and video mode. So here we're now in camera mode. You can see here the resolution of the sensor, so we have now 8 megapixels, but it goes down to VGA. 2 megapixels, it's full HD, and at the top we have 20 megapixels. But it also decreases the field of view when you change that, when you take a picture then. So basically what I want to say is that I'm not really sure if the sensor has really 20 megapixels or if it's interpolated. But you can check out the pictures on chinadevices.com, so I'll try to upload them. As always, you have all the settings you have with every camera. Like you can change the white balance, daylight, cloudy, so we can just go to this one here, indoor light. Frequency, for instance, 50 Hz or 60 Hz, if it's flickering, date stamp, AE metering, the ISO, so it goes up from 100 to a really high value of 1600, so that's pretty cool. We have different color effects, but if you just check them out, then they look very strange. So this is very green. Now, a little bit green would be okay, but this is totally green. I mean, yeah, it's a color effect, so why not? But probably, I think that's already too much. Here we have the red one, for instance, but well, depends on your likes. Here we have scenes such as landscape, indoor scenery, night scenery, sports, or whatever. You can format the camera, what I don't want to do right now, and you can reset the whole setup here. And yeah, as you can see, here are just some status symbols, which shows the battery lifetime, then which white balance you have, and the signal. And here at the top, basically, you can just play around with the exposure. And also we have a self timer, 2 seconds and 10 seconds. Alright, that's basically here in photo mode, and you can also check out for sure all the photos which are on your camera. So you just open it up and then you can browse all the pictures in lifetime. So you can also open them up. I will just open one here. And you see I've taken that picture before with the action camera in my garden. So pretty awesome actually. You can do the same here with videos, and let me go back. Well, we also have here video settings, like here the white balance, here once again the frequency, if it's flickering, format camera, and reset setup. And yeah, as I've said before, you can zoom here and you can just have a look at all the videos which are currently on your action camera. Okay, so that's basically the application. So I think we have checked out everything, so it's pretty easy. You can also change the resolution on the camera itself if you don't want to use the app. Battery lifetime, as I've said, around 2 hours. And now I would say I will just switch it here to full HD, and you will see some sample movies which we've recorded with our mountain bikes, then maybe also some quick speech from me, and after all this you will hear my conclusion about the Amkov camera.
Yeah.
guys, we're now here outside, and here's also a quick low light test over here in my garage. And well, I try not to cover the microphone right now, so you can also listen to the microphone quality. And now let's go outside to check it out. Now, yeah, there's not really much light left, but it looks kind of bright, so the ISO seems also quite okay. It's not too noisy here, at least in preview what I can see on my smartphone. Well guys, here's my car, currently repairing the front because I had a little accident, and yeah, it's a little bit broken, but okay, can't see anything without flash. But let's go a little bit around, let's check this out. So this is how the camera here performs in low lighting conditions. In my opinion, this is really not too bad, but I can just speak right now here for the preview and just check it out on the computer right now for yourself if it's okay for you or not. And yeah, that's the Amkov in low light. So guys, we're now here at the end of this review, and here comes my final conclusion about the Amkov. But why should you get this action camera instead of any other action camera? First of all, it's very cheap, so $65 with all the accessories, that's a good thing. It has a great battery lifetime and a huge battery inside. The app is quite decent, even though it's not really running on my Galaxy S6 Edge. So on my China phone here it runs pretty nice and I have no issues, but for some reason it force closes all the time on the S6. Then streaming of the pictures of the video, it's really fast, it's almost real time. You get a lot of accessories, as I've said before, so that's another good thing. Then it has some high ISO range from 100 to 1600, so there are many Chinese cameras with 1 to 400, and yeah. Then the size, it's quite compact, just like a GoPro Hero 3. You can see here my GoPro Hero 2, which is quite big and still quite expensive, but I have to say I think the quality camera, so the quality of the video, sorry, on the Hero 2 looks better than on the Amkov. Honestly, I have to say that, and you can check out my action camera comparison video I've uploaded some days ago. Then yeah, we have different color effects, scene selection, so there are many things in this application which are cool to play around, maybe not so useful, but yeah, cool and nice to have. Yeah, the display is nice, so just like a GoPro Hero 3, you can just do all the settings there. It also comes with HDMI out for FPV, for instance, and many cool things. But I was not so happy with the video quality, so it was just average in my opinion, but for the price it's maybe okay. And also the pictures, I'm not really sure if the sensor is really 20 megapixels, so when you start to zoom in it gets kind of blurry, so I really can't say if the sensor is 20 megapixels, but you can find all the sample pictures on ChinaDevices.com. At least Amkov says we have a 20 megapixel sensor in there. Also, one plus point is maybe it looks a lot like a GoPro. Accessories are compatible, so well, why not? All in all, nice thing that it comes with Wi-Fi. Unfortunately, only full HD 30 FPS, not 60 FPS, no 2K like the Xiaomi Cam. But yeah, that's basically what you get for the price of $68. I hope you enjoyed this review. You will see some more action camera reviews. Also GoPro Hero 4 Session, GoPro Hero 4, the normal one, and yeah, let's see how they compare to those cheap action cameras from China. Alright, once again guys, thank you so much for watching, have a nice day and bye bye, see you soon.